EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll run it here with Hunt. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. They go play action with Eason. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
His end zone, Mariota. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mariota on the keeper. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
first down. Jacob Eason. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Play action. It's Eason. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter, so that...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Mariota on 3rd and 2. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. Mariota. And this will be caught by Mooney. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Darnell Mooney, the target there.
At the 40-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Browns 7, Bears 0.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 26. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Quick throw out wide from Mariota. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mariota going to run on the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
they run with Hunt.
At the 45-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They run for it with Hunt. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
21-yard line.
From the gun, Mariota. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brings up
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
This one caught by Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, But how about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He's 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pretty move. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Their own 6-yard line.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First and 10, Eason eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened in the last drive, punting the football.
The sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for him with Dobbins. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down. It's Hunt, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Yards to go.
Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Eason. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Mariota on first down. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. Mariota. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now the second down throw on target. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. And the Bears first down.
They'll throw again. Mariota. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun is Eason. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Hunt. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They run again with Hunt. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So, very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe he just says, what the heck, we can't.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They go play action with Eason. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Eason. And that's incomplete.
Eason's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up third down and 13.
The Browns on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, Jacob Eason. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Down right at the line.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
To second and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On second down now, it's Hunt, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Eason sets to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Number 13.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Turnover on down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Ball carrier. Quinnen Williams on the stop.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And out of bounds right around the 20. Good work by Eason that time, and it'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
A 49-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Cleveland, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their slim playoff hopes are gone now.